Most students think studying harder is the only way to succeed. But here's the truth. It's not the toppers who win later. It's the ones who do something else while everyone else is just memorizing. I'm not talking about fancy startups or side hustles. I'm talking about building habits and skills that quietly shape your future. In this video, I'll show you the hidden path every successful student takes. Even if you feel lost, lazy, or not ready yet. Stick with me because by the end, you'll know exactly what to do besides studying. So your future builds itself while others chase grades. Part 1. The Trap of Academic-Only Thinking. Most students live in this loop. Study marks, exams repeat. And for years, they're told, if you get good grades, you'll succeed. But deep down, you know something's missing. You've seen it before. Classmates who barely study suddenly do incredible things after college. Why? Because grades are a measure of memory, not real-world capability. Success comes from what you do besides studying. Let me tell you about Alex, a student who studied like a machine. Straight A's. Everyone thought he'd get a high-paying job instantly. But he didn't. His friend, Sam, who barely topped his class but spent evenings learning skills, thinking creatively, and connecting with people, was already freelancing and building real opportunities. The difference wasn't intelligence. It was what they did outside the classroom. Later, I'll show you 3 exact practices that any student can do, starting today, to build a life beyond academics. Habit number 1. Train your brain to think, not memorize. School teaches you what to learn, but rarely how to think. This is the first habit. Expand your thinking beyond textbooks. Ways to do this. Learn skills with no marks attached. Coding, design, writing, storytelling. Watch educational videos on real-world systems or psychology. Reflect on your day, why you made certain choices, how you could improve. Habit number 2. Build skills that matter in the real world. Most students think, I'll learn skills after I finish college. Here's the harsh truth. By then, the gap is already huge. While you were memorizing, someone else was building capabilities that money and opportunities reward. Focus on one high-leverage skill besides studies. Communication and persuasion. Writing or storytelling. Video creation and editing. Coding and tech. Graphic design. Public speaking. Steve Jobs dropped out of college. He took a calligraphy class for curiosity, not grades. Years later, it shaped the Max fonts, something that made Apple iconic. Curiosity creates mental connections that textbooks alone cannot. Spend 30 minutes daily on something you're curious about. Don't force it. Let your brain explore. This trains creativity, problem-solving, and independent thinking, the real foundation of success. Once your thinking evolves, the next step is turning it into real-world skills. John spent college nights learning Photoshop while cramming for exams. Years later, it became his career, earning him more than his classmates with perfect marks. The lesson: practical skills compound quietly, just like small habits. Pro tip: pick one skill. Dedicate 30 to 60 minutes daily. Don't worry if progress feels slow. Small, consistent action beats sporadic genius. There's one final secret that ties habits, skills, and mindset together. Without it, even smart and skilled students fail. Habit number 3. Build systems, not motivation. Motivation is unreliable. You know this, you've had days where you feel like studying and days where you don't. The secret? Systems over motivation. Systems are repeatable structures that make success automatic. Examples: want to study daily? Keep books on your desk. Phone in another room. Set a 25-minute timer. Want to practice a skill? Schedule it daily at the same time. Track progress, not perfection. Kobe Bryant practiced at 4 a.m. not because he felt like it, but because the system demanded it. Consistency beats bursts of inspiration every time. Practical system for students: daily 25 to 30-minute study sessions, 30 to 45-minute skill practice sessions, 10 to 15 minutes reflection on mindset, weekly review to measure growth. Do this for months and suddenly, doing something besides studying becomes natural, not forced. You don't need to top every exam. You don't need to figure out everything today. But if you start these 3 practices, think independently, build one real-world skill, create systems for consistency, you'll quietly outgrow 90% of your classmates and friends. While others chase grades, you're building a life, not just marks. One day, you'll look back and realize, it wasn't the hours in the classroom that mattered. It was the hours you spent thinking, building, and structuring your life beyond academics. Comment below. What skill or habit will you start today besides studying? And if you want weekly videos showing exact steps to build your real-world success system, hit subscribe. This is your journey. This is your hidden path. Start today.